Hi, I'm Noell Hyman with paperclipping.com. This is Tim Holtz.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Good.
Still?
Still good. Yep.
We are in the Idea-ology booth.
Yes, we are.
We're going to take a look at all the new stuff.
Wait till you see what I've got.
Okay.
So cool. So one of my favorite things about Idea-ology is it is the brand that I can kind of do any crazy idea that's in my head. And they're like, all right, let's try it. And we'll talk about crazy. Here's some of the new stuff we released. Fractured dolls, of course, these are little broken up dolls, and I get they don't have arms, but this is just kind of reminiscent of the vintage porcelain dolls. They're great for altered art and collage. I did some game pieces, so these are wooden game pieces. There are 90 in the set, which is really cool because you can use them, obviously, for a lot of different significant numbers in your life.
Those are so cool.
I know, the cork vials.
I love those.
Oh, I know. They're glass bottles with corks, and you can see they're all different shapes and sizes all in one package. Light bulbs, now, I mean, they are light bulbs, but what's cool about them is they do have a hole drilled all the way through the base, so you can wire them up, you can hang them off of things. Yeah, they're a lot of fun. So I was really inspired by a lot of antique or found objects, and I wanted to pull them into the line. I think that's what was so unique about this.
Yeah.
Pen nibs, calligraphy nibs. What's really unique, and I don't think the camera's going to be able to show it really, but there are etched words in each of the pen nibs. So it says things like journal and notes and memoirs. So these are calligraphy nibs, but I've added metal tabs onto the back, so now you have a flat surface that you can glue them to. If it's a scrapbook page or a card, so you have a way to adhere them. The Plaque Pets, these are metal numbers. These are kind of reminiscent when I was traveling in Paris. You see these outside everyone's door. These are kind of their address plaques, but we shrunk them down really small, and they have a faux enamel finish on the top and some fasteners, which are really cool. The pocket watch, oh my gosh.
Awesome.
Yes, whether you're a scrapbooker or an altered artist, this is really cool because this is a pocket watch where we took out the watch part. So down here, you can see that these watches, they have a glass front, they have a removable metal back, there's a 1/4 inch clearance in there, so any of the Idea-ology embellishments, you simply snap it off the back, add any of the elements you want and put it on. So you can incorporate photos, you can incorporate glitter, anything. You can have movable stuff in there.
Oh, man.
It's really cool. So now you can actually wear your art.
Wear the art.
Yeah, wear the art. It's fun. Some other elements I did, these are called alpha parts. These are basically just adhesive back plastic letters. They have a strong adhesive that will adhere to grunge board, chipboard, metal, glass, and you simply twist it off like an old model set.
Yeah.
Cut that off and stick that right onto the project. It's really fun.
So it feels like you're a kid again.
It does, yeah, because you can twist it off and break it and then stick it right onto the project, which is fun. We also did these really cute, let me show you these because these are cool. These are hanger clips. So these are little mini paper clips that are shaped like hangers. So you can use them for photos or artist trading cards, anything like that, and hang it onto a project. Oh my gosh.
They work like paper clips.
They do.
They're shaped like hangers.
And see, paper clips, you would like that.
Oh, yeah.
See that?
Because we're paper clipping.
That's right. All right. Then I did things like tag reinforcers. These are stickers that are just, again, the reinforcers that can go right around the tag or if you punch a hole. And these coordinate with my papers. This is another really interesting surface. This is a new surface that I released at the show. It's called Craft Glassine. So if you look at it, it's like glassine paper, right? It's semi-translucent.
What is glassine paper?
Glassine is like, have you seen those little envelopes that you would get like a stamp collection in or, you know, almost even like deli paper? It's somewhat translucent, but this is craft. And when you wrinkle it up, it becomes this almost material-like where it looks and feels like suede.
Oh my God.
But it's just paper. So you could punch it, die cut it, and the more you crumple it and work with it, the better it gets.
Cool.
I know, it's so cool. I did that in a pad of paper, so obviously you can print on it or do anything like that. I also did envelopes. I did a drill punch, and I would love to demo. I hope you can catch the make and take at the show. But this is just a hand punch that will actually drill a hole or punch a hole through any soft metal. So any of my embellishments, you can simply drill a hole with the twist of a hand.
Oh, wow.
It's very cool. I did some ring binders. Now these are mini binders. I did them in large and small size. So now you can create a mini book without the need of a book binding machine. You simply add them, just like an office journal, pretty simple,
And they're
with
easy
2 brads.
How do you get them in?
Just brads. They come
they're
with brads, so
brads,
you can just
okay.
pierce a hole and you can attach it right to a chipboard spine or anything like that. So you
Okay.
can now make a book out of all your scraps, which is cool. We did some new charms, some wings and crowns and tassels, really kind of wanted to jazz it up and give you some more shabby elements to work with, which is fun.
No, we can't forget that right there.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get to the paper because I have 2
okay.
paper things as well. I did
right.
some stickers, so I did some salvage stickers. This is Crowded Attic. This is a new collection, and I did a lot of vintage findings. And the whole thing about vintage findings is I wanted to tie that back into the paper. So I did some paper last year. So I introduced 2 new collections. This one is called Crowded Attic, which is more of a whitewash shabby. You can see everything doesn't really have that super dark grunge that I seem to be drawn to, but this I gave it a little bit more of a shabby finish. We did some sewing things and some travel and vintage adverts, that sort of thing. And then, of course, Craft Resist.
This is awesome.
Craft Resist is a craft paper that has a printed design in black and also a printed resist over the top. So if you put ink or paint or sprays over the top, that shiny design will actually resist or repel anything that you put over the top of it. It's so cool. It's so fun. And again, I mean, you could tell I'm really inspired by the whole recycled craft thing.
Yeah.
I think that's cool. Some other things real quick. Tissue tape. I did design a couple new SKUs of tissue tape. This time, I went and took the grunginess out of it and just made it more translucent with like butterflies and French script. And then I created the tissue tape dispenser, which is this little guy. Look
Very
at this.
cool.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
So this is just like the big tape gun. It's just going to dispense the tape, so you can put it right onto a card or a page or anything. And we'll finish up with the configurations tray, which is basically the success of the configuration boxes. I wanted to create kind of a printer's tray where all of these pieces are interchangeable, so you can use it for photos, memories, all sorts of really cool collage things. And then I'll finish up with Grunge Blocks. And I really need to show you kind of the finished look of this over on the tray to see what Grunge Blocks are.
All right, let's go take a look. We'll
Cool.
walk over here, right this way?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So right here, this is one of the new configurations trays. I wanted to see how everything's pulled together. So there's the fractured dolls in there. There's your little hanger clips with the photos, the game pieces. These are the Grunge Blocks. So basically, they're grunge letters and numbers and thicker grunge blocks. You can see that base that it's on?
Yeah.
So you just simply glue the letter to the block, paint it, sand it, and ink it, and they look like printer's blocks.
So you get the letter and the block.
You
in
do.
the package.
Yeah, and
That's
you just
cool.
and you get to mix and match. So you get to
Yeah.
decide what size block you want for your letter. But here you can see how everything's incorporated. Look how cool the little corked vials are, where you can fill it
Oh.
with glitter or watch parts, anything like that. The crazy light bulbs, all these things. It's fun because it just gives you elements now that you can collage with and just, I don't know, follow your artistic desires.
So that's very cool. I'm so excited. All right, so this is Idea-ology. Tim Holtz, you've probably figured that out by now.
Yeah.
I'm Noell Hyman with paperclipping.com.
See ya.